Hello out there, thank you for tuning in. I've been away for about a week maybe, and I can safely say that I very much had some darkness nearly consume me. But it's not anything I haven't done before, so I knew it was temporary. I imagine many people battle their own kind of darkness, which is why I play my music, I think, to remind you that the darkness is temporary, and that is its greatest weakness. And if there's anything I've learned from living in the internet age, it's that you really have to try to put your best foot forward at all times. Because the internet is forever. And I think that is just such a bizarre evolution of our species. And I think it's changing us faster than I think maybe most of us can't keep up, or maybe many people do keep up and I'm the one who can't keep up. But if I imagine both scenarios, that I'm doing just fine, or I've already failed, I just can't admit it yet. I will entertain both futures at the same time. Because the darkness comes in the form of projecting a dark future if you feel trapped in your own mind. And it's not just that you're trapped, but you have many thoughts that you cannot escape. And I think therein lies one of my deepest understandings of the human race. could have been you, it should have been me, or anyone in between our little schemes we've had going for a decade or so. We made a little money, life been sweet as honey, got a million more miles to go. I got 10 long years till I find my home. Preacher man told me so, and I will rise above the broken sky, and I can see the zero in my own eyes, in my own eyes. Hello out there. I'm trying to send a message. I'm trying to put onto the internet my very best that I can possibly do. And I have no idea if it is actually the best, because if I reach my peak and everything else is just a decline from that peak, that makes my heart very sad. So part of anxiety is a preemptive grieving of robbing yourself of your own future that you haven't even lived yet, and somehow you haven't learned from your mistakes. I don't know if I've learned from my mistakes or not. The truth is, I'm gonna make so many more mistakes, it's not even funny. But I am trying to embrace the possibility that between those mistakes are a lot of successes, events that I'm truly proud of, that I always hoped I'd get to experience. And as I sit here in my kitchen watching the number of viewers, sometimes I see a 0, sometimes I see a 10, sometimes I see a 43. And I have to play as if 1,000 people are watching at all times. That's my goal, that's my mission. And that's a lot of pressure to put on myself. It's a weird kind of personal pressure. I don't understand it, I don't know why. It sort of demonstrates a pretty powerful ability to sort of weaken my resolve. But that's okay, because I can tell it to stop at any time, right? By playing music, I find the darkness has no choice but to retreat. Not disappear, but retreat. Because the darkness knows it needs me to survive. So the darkness has to let the light take over in order for me to play. And that's what I'm doing now. That's what I've always been doing for months and years now. But it feels like desire has very quickly turned into a wildfire. And that wildfire could be on an island, you know? It just may not know it yet. It could hit a shoreline and burn out. And maybe I'm standing on a completely burned off island, and I just don't know how to accept it. I don't know how to live with the idea of never having experienced it. So I think I play music as if thousands of people are watching, because I have to believe that if this video were ever played in a large environment, that it would be enjoyable for people to listen to, at least as words of inspiration from a man trying to be genuinely honest about how screwed up he is, but also how much he is interested in redeeming himself. I get very dramatic sometimes. So I will just continue on with the show. This one is called The Spark. The day you were born, how could I forget those eyes? The power of a hurricane, the beauty of a new sunrise. Someday I'll say my goodbyes. What more is there to say? I love you, please don't cry. I'll be the moon to guide you home tonight. I'll be the sun to bathe you in light. Don't believe anything they say is real. You'll feel your way through the dark. You'll be the light. You'll be the spark. I know you're wondering, you have so many questions for me. I promise you this, I will answer to the best of my abilities. Hello, I don't want to completely zone out and forget that I want to thank you. Hello, Autumn's Fox. I'm good. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm doing great tonight. I haven't played the guitar or played music in like 5 days. And I found during that 5 days I had a tremendous amount of anxiety. Yep. So that's what I'm doing right now, is sort of atoning for that my brain was in the wrong place while I should have been enjoying myself. Not for the entire time. I went to a water park with my kids on Monday, and it was the most fantastic day I've had in a long time. Because my kids are awesome, and it was just like, let's all have an amazing time. John Parker, hello. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in. I know I have a very high production live stream here. Super highly professional. Look at my boring set, my boring clothing. It's my refrigerator. That's my live setup right there. That's my stands and my speakers and all that. I'm doing great tonight. Thank you so much. As I was just mentioning that I haven't played in 5 days after playing for like 7 days a week, either piano or guitar, for like months. And I find myself pondering this concept that I have this just desperation to play as much as I can, because I figure volume, repetition, and routine can feel like torture, but it can also feel like euphoria. And my brain, when I am playing, sometimes swirls around itself between the two hemispheres of that particular type of philosophy while I'm playing. And tonight's theme is putting your best foot forward. And the idea is that I want to play my songs in a way that make them interesting and new each night, if possible. That's the goal. I don't know if I achieve that, but that's the goal. I love Freddie Mercury. I think Freddie Mercury is wonderfully celebrated, and I'm happy to see that. He seemed like a very interesting individual, and just insanely talented, and I still watch his performances completely blown away. I wouldn't say that I know Queen like super well, like I didn't have posters or anything. But as far as a performer, a man, a human, an artist, a musician, a writer, amazing singer, like the most amazing voice, also amazing stage presence, also amazing songwriting. Like you don't find somebody like that very often. You really don't. He was a unicorn, as I like to say and people like to say, something rare and beautiful. Certainly I try to take inspiration from him, but his voice is 100,000 times in a different category. But at least I can try to sing my own particular way. And I'll continue with the song. And I would like to think if Freddie was still alive, and let's say he was pretty healthy, let's say he did yoga and whatever. I know this is a silly thing to think about, but I do think about it. So, or his ghost was here. If I showed him the song and I told him in my mind what I wanted him to sing, imagining him singing one of my songs, I think is a victory, is a win, you know, because it would be simple and unexpected, and I think I can't see the comments for some reason. Son of a gun. Maybe there's no messages. Sorry if I miss messages. I don't mean to be out of touch. I like it when I can interact with my viewers, because I realize it's a lot to ask depending on what you're doing, to sort of come with me on a journey. I know you're wondering, you have so many questions for me. I promise you this, I will answer to the best of my abilities. Someday I'll say my goodbyes. What more is there to say? I love you, please don't cry. I'll be the moon to drive you home tonight. And I'll be the sun to bathe you in light. Don't believe anything they say is real. You will feel your way through the dark. You'll be the light, you will be the spark. Someday I'll say my goodbyes. What more is there to say? I love you, please don't cry. I'll be moved, guide you home tonight. I'll be the sun to bathe you in light. Don't You will feel yourself again. You will escape the dark. Escape in the dark. Someday I'll say my goodbyes. What more is there to say? I love you. Please don't cry. And I'll be the moon to guide you home tonight. I'll be the sun to bathe you in light. Don't believe anything they say is real. You will be the light. You will be the spark. You will feel your way through the dark. Don't believe everything they say is real. You will feel your way through the dark. You will feel your way through the dark. Thank you for watching or listening or both to my live stream. How's that for theatrics and exciting stage action? Spinning in a circle is something you've never seen before and your mind is blown. I know it, I can sense it, I invented it. Heck, I can do it again. Easy. Every time I spin around, I pretend that I start completely fresh as if I remembered nothing of what I just did. And I say to myself, what do I want to do next? Well, usually I move the capo around and I say, do I want something happy? Something funky? Something dark? Something funny? Or will it miss the mark? I'm tired of playing in my kitchen, you see. I'm ready for a bigger venue. Because I want to see your shining faces, because nothing is as beautiful as you. When I play like this, I'm looking at myself The video is on the screen, and I wonder, is this a good thing to do? But what does it mean? Am I gonna just constantly blab about nonsense all night? But I have to feel I gotta do what's right. You see, I can make up songs on the spot if I want to. It's my way of getting through. Sometimes I say the words, sometimes I sing them. I know it's absurd, but I can't think of anything that rhymes with that word I just mentioned. Because I have a very short-term memory in some weird way. I'm jealous of goldfish, yes, goldfish in a bowl. I could watch them for an hour or more, because I wonder what it's like to be in that bowl and never get bored. All they want to do is float around and eat and shit. And they seem completely fine with it. I want to be a goldfish, all alone with no memory at all. By the time I get to the other side of my fishbowl, I've already forgotten what I just came from, and I think it's an endless fishbowl. I could live without regrets. I could live without doubt. I could do things as if they are brand new and have euphoria with throughout. It's a risk, you see, to come up with something on the spot. It may never be recreatable, but hopefully it's not something I only can do for a certain period of time. I want to live till I'm 85. I want the last years of my life to be awesome, and I hope this is the middle of my life. I know I'm scared like anyone else. I'm working on admitting how to get over myself. And remember, this life is more than just me. I try not to be a selfish, stubborn human, but I fail all the time, and I feel I break my promise to myself. The problem is when you break a promise to yourself. Do you get upset? And for how long? Because isn't the whole point of living this life is to learn how to be yourself? I have such a hard time getting over myself, because I have broken many promises. I know the only way to forgive myself is to admit everything. I'm a very flawed human. I've made a lot of mistakes. It's okay, because I can learn from them. I said, hey, what's your name? What's your game? Never mind, I don't care. That's not true, I do care. I can't see comments right now for some reason. I apologize for my stupid technical issues. I want to be able to see if you're watching and say hi. I might restart the chat. Would that be a ridiculous thing to do? It's about a half-hour stream. I'd probably post it anyway. I think I'm just going to be right back because I love seeing the chat. And I'm terrible at knowing how to read the chats or not. So I'll be back.